Part 9. The Trials of the Sanctuary. The air inside the sanctuary was heavy with ancient power. The walls were inscribed with glowing runes that pulsed faintly, illuminating the massive hall. Maya stepped cautiously, her boots echoing against the smooth stone floor. Shadows flickered at the edges of her vision, whispering just out of reach. At the center of the hall, a circular platform hovered above a chasm of swirling mist. As Maya approached, the shadows coalesced into a figure, tall, armored, and faceless, with glowing blue runes etched into its black armor. Its voice resonated like a distant thunderclap. "You are unworthy," it said, raising a massive blade. Maya stopped in her tracks. "Unworthy for what?" "To wield the orb's power," the figure boomed. "Only those who survive the trials may claim their place among the chosen." "Great. More tests. And what happens if I fail?" The figure tilted its head. "You won't live to regret it." Before she could protest, the floor beneath her shifted. The chasm widened, and the platform began to rise, lifting her into a blinding light. When the light faded, Maya found herself in a forest unlike any she'd seen before. The trees were twisted and metallic, their leaves shimmering like liquid silver. The air buzzed with energy, and the ground beneath her feet shifted, as though alive. "The first trial," the figure's voice echoed in her mind. "Face your fears." The trees began to move, their branches twisting into grotesque shapes. Figures emerged from the shadows: Kale, the warden, and others she didn't recognize but instinctively feared. Their eyes glowed with malice, and they advanced on her with slow, deliberate steps. Maya's pulse quickened. Her mind screamed at her to run, but she stood her ground. "You're not real," she muttered, clenching her fists. "You're just illusions." The figures stopped, their forms flickering. Kale's voice cut through the air. "Illusions, yes, but that doesn't make them harmless." Suddenly, they attacked. Maya barely had time to react. She ducked under Kale's strike, rolled to the side, and grabbed a branch from one of the metallic trees. The branch pulsed with energy, and when she swung it, it shattered the nearest figure like glass. The others kept coming, but as Maya fought, she began to feel the power within her stir. It responded to her movements, her will. Her fear ebbed, replaced by determination. One by one, the figures fell, until only Kale remained. He smiled coldly. "You think you're strong enough to beat me? You've barely scratched the surface of your power." "Maybe," she said, leveling the branch like a weapon. "But I'm stronger than you think." Kale lunged, but this time, Maya didn't retreat. She thrust the branch forward, channeling the energy inside her. A burst of silver light erupted, and Kale's form disintegrated. The forest dissolved around her, leaving her back on the platform. "Well done," the armored figure said, its tone grudgingly approving. "But the next trial will test more than your courage. Prepare yourself." The platform began to rise again, lifting her toward a new light.